Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bella and I want to wish everybody a happy Easter for who is celebrating and a blessed and kind spring. And yeah, as we all know, Top released his brand new album called Another Dimension last Friday, so 3 days ago. And we've all had some time to process it, digest the information, and to sit with the emotions. And I think the fact that I personally took a step back a bit over the weekend to listen to it more and to sit in peace a bit away from the buzz of social media has really helped. And in today's video, I want to show you guys some of the fans' reaction on threads, and I will let you know whether I agree with these takes or not. I will also add my own thoughts. And yeah, let's get into it. So our first take relates to the Zero Coke song, and this user says Zero Coke ends with Top yelling how he needs help, how he needs somebody, and it literally seems like he's screaming from down a hole. The song abruptly stops the last second. Next one, Holy Dude, starts with his heartbeat starting back up in a hospital with someone whispering in his ear, "Open your eyes, Top. I can't stop crying." The fun thing about this album, well, not necessarily fun, but interesting thing is that you can listen to the song, to one song, like multiple times, and you can see a different version of the song and different meaning of the song with each listen, which is very interesting because at first glance, Zero Coke is a very fun song. It's very summerish, it's very driving down at sunset. I don't know, has a really fun vibe and easygoing. But when you look at the lyrics and when you connect it with the next song, which is Another Dimension, Holy Dude, the transition is very smooth. And what this user says, it does make sense. It does make sense. And it might be a reference to his time in hospital during those times. You all know what I mean. So yeah. The next post is Ubermensch and Another Dimension albums mark a massive comeback for VAPs. GD returned to remind us of his rule, but Top returned to reveal his resilience. One came back to lead the world, the other came back to show he survived it, and together they made the wait feel entirely worth it. Big Bang forever, dear Tabby. Yeah, it's a sweet take. I like it. I like this post a lot, and I do like this like side to side photos with GD and Top, and indeed, Ubermensch and Another Dimension are so fundamentally different, both in terms of sounds and message and vibe and tone and everything. But yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. The next post is Korean comments from Korean reaction to Top's album. Take a look. My heart, I can't believe it. Main points. Piece of art. Glad it has a lot of Korean lyrics. All the album is good, insane. Hope it gets an award. Yes, this is a very heartwarming response because, to be honest, I was personally concerned about the reactions from K netizens because K netizens can never be satisfied and they do have a vendetta for Top, and I was actually a bit nervous about their reaction to his album, but apparently talent does sometimes really transcend anything. So I'm glad he's getting such a reaction from his home turf, let's say. The next post is relating to the fact that GD posted on his stories support post for Top's album, where guys, I almost died. I almost fainted when I saw that. It was amazing to see GD's publicly supporting Top. It was fantastic. Basically, all the guys, they sang Taeyang and Giri posting in support of Top. But the interesting part is that when Giri posted, um, he was, you can see on the screen that he was actually watching the Desperado music video. So the post said, guys, look closer at the details. Screenshotted at 8:19. It's Big Bang anniversary. Posted at 4/4/2026. While he's listening to Desperado. Jiyoung, I just can't take this. My VIP heart. Once Big Bang, forever Big Bang. Funny enough, I actually saw some posts that he actually photoshopped that time thing, that it wasn't that time necessarily, the 8:19, but he did that on purpose. So yeah, thank you, Jiong, again for making us feel paranoid and crazy. Thank you. But yeah, it was amazing to see him publicly post in support. Yes. And another post relating to GD's story, con motherfucking Jeong, how dare you do this to us? Yeah, that was the feeling, like that was really the feeling, like it was so emotional, guys. Friday was a very emotional day. That's why I needed a whole weekend to calm down and sit with the album, because I felt so emotionally heavy at the end of Friday. And yeah, no, the guys really did a number on us on Friday. Um, okay. As a fan of 20 years, what I've learned from Top keeps unfolding. You can be both fragile and strong at the same time. One doesn't cancel the other. Not every chapter needs an audience. Some healing happens in private. I like this. Reinvention is allowed. You're not meant to stay the same forever. You can walk away from what once defined you and still honor it. There is dignity in choosing yourself, even when it costs you everything. I like this. I agree with every single point, and I think it summarizes Top's comeback perfectly, and the emotions that he conveyed through another dimension. It's exactly this. Yes, I completely agree. If you're a new fan of Top because of Squid Game, I would like to give you all my gratitude and love. Thank you for seeing that dude with purple hair and saying, yeah, we're gonna love bomb him. You rolled up your sleeves and said, let's go to war for these tired old fans. They've been through enough. And we thank you. You showed him so much love that he's still loved and has more fans now that we want him back. You showed the media they ain't shit. Thank you for rolling out the welcome mat. Oh, my VIP heart. I just got goosebumps, guys. Like, I'm one of these people. I'm Top fan converted by Squid Game, and I'm actually a Big Bang fan because of Squid Game and Top. So, um, you're welcome, I guess. But it was everything was out of love, and he deserves it. And I think we just saw the reality of things and his raw talent and charisma and kindness, and he does deserve the entire world at this point. And yeah, you can always count on us. You can always count on us. Here's my first thoughts. This album is raw and painful. He laid out the consequences of being under the spotlight and the emotional mental impact that has on someone. He showed us the struggles he endured and how alone he felt in the moment, how he went from being happy to being completely destroyed, but still fought to survive against everything. I think this album was his way of overcoming little by little that trauma he's been carrying all these years and pushing back stronger than before. Uh, 100% agree. The album is super heavy, and I think it's super smart that he also interlocked some songs that are a bit lighter, like Coke Zero, Zero Coke, sorry. And for fans, they're a bit like chill and a bit more fun, let's say. But after going through the lyrics on Friday evening, after listening to the album for like 5 6 times, I couldn't feel anything at that point because I was full of contradicting emotions. Like, it does feel like an intimate diary of somebody, and it's full with it's basically a roller coaster of emotions, from sadness to happiness to depression to anxiety to excitement to tears of happiness, tears of sadness, pain. It's so much, it's a lot, and I'm so glad that he did this, because I think this album, exactly like this person says here, it's his way of overcoming little by little that trauma. I think it was very cathartic, and it's a way for him maybe to get some closure on the whole trauma thing and the whole situation, and with this occasion also to introduce to the public his new artistic persona and his new sound. So, yeah, I think really hit the spot, but I think not in a way that everybody was expecting, maybe. I don't know what everybody was expecting, to be honest. I don't know what I was expecting, but I felt like I was hit by a train and I liked it, basically. So, yeah. Desperado Hot Take. This is not a romantic song. This is about loving himself and finding the strength to do that through the love he received from fans. When I listen to it, read the lyrics, I'm reminded of that moment in the Squid Game interviews in LA, where he went from looking sick with anxiety to a fan calling to him and he smiled again. This entire album is so raw emotionally, desperate but hopeful, regretful but determined, and so, so grateful to those who stuck by him. It feels fitting. Yeah, well, after I also read the lyrics, after also listening to the album until my ears were sick, uh, yes, some of the songs, they do give firstly the illusion that they are like love songs, romantic songs dedicated to like a female somebody, but you can also interpret them as being about him or about the fans. It's basically multiple perspectives for the same thing, basically. So I think it's very smart what he did. He manages to convey so many things, and it's exactly like he said in the JQ interview. He didn't want to spoon fed us the meaning of these songs and the emotions. He wanted us to explore them by ourselves, together with each other, and which with each listen you find a new perspective, you find a new view, a new meaning, and it's spectacular, guys. It's spectacular. Another dimension out now, hashtag for fans. That's what cuts the deepest. We're not just the people he loves, we're also his greatest fear. Because in our eyes, there's a version of him from the past, one he might not even be able to face anymore. There's a guilt that never really fades, something that keeps breathing every time he mentions us. But strangely, that's also where he survives. That same guilt becomes the reason he keeps going. Uh, yes, I think I was mostly expecting this song for fans, and it's another song that at first glance, if you ignore the title, it feels like a romantic song if you look at the lyrics, like talking about this somebody that he wants to break up with, but he loves, but he's afraid to disappoint this person and he wants to be better for this person, but stuff like that. And I love it that he explained how complicated this relationship between an idol and fans is, especially in his case, and that we're both the people that he loves and fears. Uh, it's an insane perspective and an insane idea, but I love it so much because it's true. It's true. And this thing with the guilt, yes, yes. And he desperately wants to escape that top Big Bang persona that, as this person says, he might not even be able to face anymore, and fans desperately seek Um, and yeah, I love this part. Strange. That's also where he survives. The same guilt becomes the reason he keeps going. Because from my point of view, I don't think he owes fans anything. No idol owes fans anything. Sometimes parasocial relationship gets too insane. Uh, and I hate that he was in pain partially because of fans. It really makes me sick to my stomach. But yeah, I really like this song. I really like this song a lot, a lot. Also, fun beat, very smart lyrics, very nice. Yeah. Uber mentioned Another Dimension might be two of the most powerful comeback albums we've got, and what makes it even better is the contrast. GD returned with pure authority, a whole ass K-pop masterpiece, so you don't forget who runs this show. Top, on the other hand, came back raw. You will hear every ounce of pain, you'll feel every scar from the past 10 years, and most importantly, you'll realize none of it broke him. He came back a giant. I love this, guys. Like, VIPs are so creative, guys, are so creative, and you have such a way of expressing thoughts. I don't think I could do it the same way, and it's a very good way to highlight the distinction between Ubermensch and Another Dimension. It's exactly like this. Uh, Ubermensch was whole ass K-pop masterpiece, like really K-pop masterpiece with a new image for GD, but still the same GD is our boy GD. Um, but Top had different things to express to his fans compared to GD. All in all, yes, I do agree with this post, and it's very accurately said. And I actually don't know what to add to this because I think it's perfectly said. I've been listening to Top's album over and over again from beginning to end. This album has completely conquered me. Autobiographical works like Another Dimension and Konjeong, if the creator possesses a rich and delicate inner world and has the genius level musical ability to fully convey that expression, then any listeners with a basic sense of aesthetics can feel the same impact, dizziness, tears welling up that I experience. Yes, I do agree, and I do think that Another Dimension has more similarities to Konjeong rather than with Ubermensch. They're both very raw, autobiographical. I do agree. Emotional roller coasters, and a genuine display of raw talent. I've seen some people say they don't like certain songs from Top's album, and that's fine. Everybody has different tastes. But if you're saying that after listening to just one song, I recommend listening to the whole album in one go. It's meant to be experienced as a whole. I didn't like Desperado at first either, but after a full listen, I started to appreciate it. The transitions are so smooth that sometimes you don't even realize the song has changed. Actually, this happened to me between the first two songs, Self Crucifixion and The Giant. I didn't notice that the song changed because the transition was so smooth. But yes, I do agree with the point that you do have to listen to it as a whole in one go. I don't necessarily agree that you're not allowed to maybe like certain songs. For example, I don't like the last part from Another Dimension, Holy Dude, because I really don't like how that sounds. It irks my ears. But I mostly like all of the songs in every aspect. But that song has that part which I wasn't the biggest fan of. But all in all, yes, I do agree. It's a great album. I hope GD's Ubermensch power and Top's Another Dimension can be inspiration to a lot of artists who are going through tough times. They went through shit, emerged stronger. Idle life can be exhausting, walking on eggshell, cancel culture, bullying. To go through it, they just did one thing that they know they're good at and passionate about making art, making music, expressing themselves through their creation. Hang in there. You know, I always keep saying it doesn't matter how many times you fall, it matters how many times you get up. And it also matters a lot the manner in which you channel all this pain. And I think that channeling it through art, I think it's very also always produces the best results. And I think it's the most healing for the mind and for the soul. And yes, I do agree that these two albums are massive inspirations to artists who are struggling. Top just dropped a new album. No noise, no gimmicks, just pure presence. Funny how some people measure everything with numbers, yet real artistry moves in silence and still hits harder. He doesn't need to compete, he already set the standard. While y'all argue about views and charts, legends just release and remind everyone why they're untouchable. Stay mad, he's still that artist. Guys, I actually don't care about charts at all or numbers when it comes to my favorite artist or music. To me, this album has an insane level of quality and creativity, and he really no noise, no gimmicks, just pure presence and raw talent, and amazing. Just wanted to be clear, Top didn't chase the mainstream K-pop formula for another dimension, and that's exactly what makes it so iconic and worth a listen. He isn't competing with anyone, he's just sharing his story through his music. He has solidified his status as an artist rather than a typical idol. So if you prioritize musical substance over fleeting trends, you'll understand why this is legendary. I actually don't consider Top or Another Dimension to be K-pop. The only thing that connects Another Dimension and Top to K-pop is the use of Korean language. Otherwise, I don't think it meets any of the K-pop formula ingredients. So I like it. I love it. And I think I would much rather call him an artist rather than an idol. I don't think he is necessarily an idol anymore in the K-pop sense of the word. But yeah, I like this. So if you prioritize musical substance over fleeting trends, yes, and it is a legendary album, yes, indeed. After all the clues Big Bang has been dropping, I'm 99% convinced Top will actually end up showing up for Coachella. It's just a perfect move with everything that has been going on, with the timing of the tours, albums, everything. Even if people don't know Big Bang at Coachella, they will surely recognize Thanos from Squid Game. That is when Big Bang will truly blow the fuck up. To be honest, I don't agree with this take at all. With any part, to be honest, let's talk about this. Uh, I don't think. I used to think that maybe he could show up, but after listening to the album, I feel that this chapter might really be over for him, and I do wish to see them together, guys. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think there are big chances for that to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Don't take my word for this, but my feeling is that he's not gonna do that. But to be honest, I have a problem with the rest of this take, because I don't necessarily see how this would be the perfect move with everything that has been going on, the timing of the tours, albums, and everything, because the album dropped 3 days ago and Coachella is this weekend and the next weekend, and I don't know, guys. I don't think it makes sense. And this, even if people don't know Big Bang at Coachella, they will surely recognize Thanos from Squid Game. As much as I love Squid Game and as much as I adore Thanos, I don't think that it's more popular than Big Bang. To be honest, GD sold out stadiums and arenas in the US and by himself. So I guess somebody must know Big Bang. Um, and that is when Big Bang will truly blow the fuck up. No, I just don't agree. I can't, guys. I want to believe like you guys, but I just can't. I'm very skeptical, and I don't think that's the vibe. I don't think that's the vibe. I know GD is unblocked, got unblocked by Top on Instagram. I know the boys posted like support stories for Top's album, but I really don't know, guys. I might be wrong, and I might be proven wrong, and then I'll have to eat my words and admit I was wrong. So the fact that he used his own words from his IG live at the end of Self Crucifixion really hit me hard. I'm always sorry to my fans. What am I up to lately? I make my music our music. You remember that live stream, guys, where he was very sad and felt lonely, and my heart broke when I saw footage from that live stream. Yeah. This is the very first time Top is able to mention Big Bang out loud through music, through honest lyrics, through rap, not through press conferences, podcast, Instagram live, Instagram post, etc. He chose the medium that embodies himself and his passion and his art. Yes, yes, I would also add that he chose a medium that he can also control the best, because there's no interference from a third party that would twist words or add things or misportray the truth, or yeah, you know how media works. So yeah, it actually was the first time he did this, and when I heard Big Bang in his new album, my jaw was on the floor, because I actually didn't think he would actually do this. So good job, Top. Good job. Not a VIP, but a huge fan of good music, and let me tell you, T.O.P's newest album is fire. I also don't often look up lyrics straight away, but did this time, and they're amazing. I'm going to be vibing to the album all week. I'm so happy for VIPs. That's so sweet, guys. That's so sweet. It is fire, and I also don't look up lyrics straight away. Maybe never. There are still a lot of Big Bang and GD songs that I actually don't know what they're singing about, because I actually didn't want to look at the lyrics. So I'm just vibing. But yeah, for this one, I hunted for those lyrics, and I wasn't disappointed in one bit. And so sweet, so sweet, such a sweet message. Also, and I mean this with my whole chest, thank you, Squid Game fans. Thank you for embracing Thanos. Thank you for loving Sung Hyun loudly. Thank you for turning every appearance into such a safe place for him. I'm so grateful every single day. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Our Thanos. Yeah. Uh, great. This is not an album. It's a dark diary, bro. Get all those black and blue feelings. Get all those black and blue feelings vibe. I swear you just made VIPs cry, and somehow it still feels like happiness hearing your voice again. The way Big Bang is mentioned throughout the album, I'm not okay. Yeah, we were hit by a train and we loved it. Emotional train, yeah, basically. And it was exactly like that. Sadness mixed with happiness for his comeback, and happiness, I guess. Yeah. I believe another dimension is T.O.P's love letter to his fans, fulfilled with raw emotions and, most importantly, explanation. The reason behind his decision, the feelings he had gone through while building his new path. Yes, yes, definitely love letter, definitely diary vibes. And I love this with explanation. I don't necessarily think he owed us an explanation, but I do think it's great that he gave us one. because we did have a lot of questions still unanswered and unexplained things he was doing with blocking fans and being so and disappearing. And so yeah, I am happy we we got an explanation, so now we can also move on as well. So yeah, Top has always been greater than K-pop. He never liked the term K-pop idol because he always wanted to be recognized as an artist. And with his comeback, he has proven that he will always be greater. Welcome back. Yeah, I think, as I said earlier, the only thing that connects Top right now with K-pop is Korean language, and that's the only thing I would say, because nothing. He transcends the K-pop idol picture. You know, he's way bigger than that. Yes. How can someone who isn't the main vocalist produce and create such a great solo album compared to these new gen K-pop releases? Yes, I'm talking about you, Top, and that's how you rap, okay? And that's how you rap, agree. You know, with these new gen K-pop releases, I wouldn't necessarily blame the idols. You know, they, as I was saying with GD as well, they don't have the same level of control over their output as GD and Top, and the same freedom, you know. So I, it's this is about uh, the companies and this K-pop factory, and of course Top is not doing that, so of course it will sound different, and he will have a lot more freedom to make the kind of art he wants. VIPs right now. I'm fine. I'm fine with the light stick. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it feels something like that. It felt it felt like that. Definitely, yeah. I will hold your hand while I say this. Top isn't coming back to Big Bang. All the references in that dimension is because it's diary. It's for us, the fans, and it's a final goodbye to that era of his life. Um, Unfortunately, I do agree. I will forever be an OT4 fan. Um, to be honest, right now, I would be super happy just to see them all hang out or have like a public appearance, all four of them, or interacting or something, just to see that they are okay and not necessarily Top rejoining Big Bang. I think that would be enough for me. I know a lot of fans want to see him back, but I do feel the same way after listening to Another Dimension, that this chapter is forever closed for him. But you guys, never say never. You never know what might happen. People change their minds all the time. He at some point said he's gonna retire, and now we're talking about his new album. So never say never. Everyone say thank you, Young Bae, for being the first one to post, which may have ultimately led to Jiyoung feeling comfortable enough to also post. Yes, thank you, Young Bae. Thank you, Young Bae. Thank you. Ovaya, this isn't just a goodbye. It's him saying farewell to a version of himself he can never return to, even if a part of him will always remain there. Top game Ovaya. Guys, Ovaya was the song that hit me, I think, the hardest, and I didn't see it coming. It was super unexpected for me, and I agree. I agree. It's saying farewell to a version of himself he can never return to. At this point, I just want to say, standing Big Bang is not for the weak. Hey, we've been through a lot since forever. Virtual hugs to all PIPs. Thank you. We do need a virtual hug right now. It's not for the weak. Definitely, I agree. To be honest, anyone who is looking for a song, nope, you'll not get it from Top's new album. Another Dimension is literally his written diary, and he's sharing with his fans. I agree. I agree. That's what I said. It's very hard to enjoy this album like just as an album from a commercial standpoint. This is very intimate and raw and emotional, and you do have to listen to everything. You can't just pick one song and yeah, especially if you already read the lyrics, it's a bit more difficult to just vibe to it. But yes, it's on another level. I agree. I thought I'd be happy when Top came back, but instead I'm crying like I just found a piece of myself I lost a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, basically, while when I was reading the lyrics, I like my arms were like goosebumps continuously. Like it really, my heart got broken and then remended and then broken again and then remended. No, it was intense, guys. It was intense. Yeah, we wanted this album so bad, guys. Now look at us crying on the floor. Listening to Ovaya is such a weird mixed feeling. I vibe with the beat because it's so good, but the lyrics make me sad. Crying at the disco, basically, yeah, but basically, and this is actually valid for most of the songs, where the vibe, you think the vibe is great and the beat is great and it's fun, and you read the lyrics and it's devastating. So, a mixed bag, yeah. POV, if leaving Big Bang allows Top to create such a legendary album, then both his members and fans should let him walk his own path. Hot take. I think I agree with this. I think I agree with this because now it's super clear that this is now his artistic identity and his musical sound, and this is his thing. And I don't know. I don't know, guys. This is such a difficult topic, Top and Big Bang, and whether he could return or should he return. This is a really difficult question. The fact that GD, Taeyang, and Daesung will always support their Top Hyung, it makes the world a better place to be. I agree. I agree because at the end of the day, Big Bang is not the name. Big Bang is not the music. Big Bang is the bond between members, whether you see them as five or four or three. But from my point of view, it's the bond between these four members, GD, Taeyang, Daesung, and Top. And for me, it would be enough just to see them happy together, not necessarily as a band. So yeah, I think it was very heartwarming when the members publicly supported his album. I think it was super endearing. I may be 99% angel, but that 1% get me in trouble, Hyung. I like that. That's basically the intro of the album, the beginning of Self Crucifixion, and it took me by surprise. I loved it so much. So accurate. Top got a whole fandom fighting cause of that one line. It's crazy, LMAO. If you don't know what this person is talking, it's that line where Top mentions that they were happy as five, and a lot of Songri fans and OT5 supporters came out of the hiding, let's say, and they interpret this line to mean that Top misses Songri as well, but I think it's more the fact that he misses that formula from that moment, when there were no drama, when there was no drama, no incidents, no issues, and it was just the five of them vibing, having fun, enjoying being young and successful, and yeah, so I guess that's what he meant, but maybe I'm wrong because I'm not Top and I'm not in his head. But yeah, all Top new songs sound so fresh and matured. It makes all the other K-pop songs sound cheesy and typical. Well, I mean, I I don't want to look at his album as a K-pop album, so it's I know what this person means, but I wouldn't want to like throw shade on other idols that respect the K-pop formula. I just choose to see Top as a K-pop rapper, and maybe the rules are different for him, and maybe he doesn't care about the rules. I don't think he does actually, but I think we should all be nice and respectful. I think everybody is doing their best in this industry. It's a hard industry, it's a hard work. And yeah, I think there's place for everybody and for all musical sounds. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. This has been our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments which take did you agree with, which take didn't you agree with, what are your favorite songs on Another Dimension. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, I love you guys. Bye.